Guess who's back? Aw, did you miss me? What is going on in here tonight? I'm just up and thinking and thoughting. And I was going through some old case files, some old letters and whatnot. And I kept coming back to the word lie. The lies, the truth, the lies, and the in betweens, right? And I'm beginning to think that lies all boil down to fear. People lie for a fear of something. And a lot of times I believe that fear is of failure. It comes out of low self esteem, a false sense of self, wanting to be viewed positively, or build a life or a narrative for yourself that don't really exist because you really don't feel that good about yourself. You're afraid to fail in front of people. And then, of course, you have the attention seeking. S. Dukes, what's going on? So I don't know. It's just a whole lot that comes with that. The pathology of lying. And I think it's safe to say that at some point in our life we lied or didn't tell the whole truth. You know, the truth, the lie, and the in between when you don't quite tell the whole truth. But what's the reason? What's the reason behind it? What are you afraid of? What does the lie expose? Does the truth put you in harm's way? And if so, why? But anyway, I was going through, like I always do, going through some old folders. And I came across something that I think is going to make y'all laugh. And I'm not going to be here long. I'm going to read this to y'all. And I'm going to get out of here. Again, it's old. I don't even remember who I was mad at. Yes, I do. But I'm not going to tell y'all because y'all might tell it. But I was real big on writing letters. I would sit and write a letter to the point one of my cousins told me, Newbie, if you ever get mad at me, don't write me a letter. Because I would sit and yeah, that was how I got it out. But this particular letter, I remember my college roommate begged me, please don't give that man that letter. And I didn't, but I kept it. And I addressed it, dear fucktard. And see, let me tell you about see what happened before I even read this letter. I was horrible in my youth. I swear I was. We were in a conversation about strippers, people that do porn, and sex workers. To each his own. I don't judge anybody. All I said in that conversation that that's not my get down. And thankfully so, because I know some people do it out of desperation. It's just all kind of whatever. People have their reasons, right? All I freaking said was that's just not for me. And in a sense, I don't understand it because it's not something that I would do, but I don't judge people for what they do. Get it how you live. Hell, I'm sure I'll do a lot of stuff that people wouldn't do or don't understand. So it went from that to this whole thing of me being judgy and you think you better than me. It was just like I got berated for simply saying that's not my zhush. And yeah, I remember exactly when and the whole setup because it just wouldn't get off of me. The conversation, it didn't end, and I was young and fiery and I didn't get the last damn word because I couldn't gather I was so taken aback by being attacked like that verbally that I didn't get the last word and I wasn't having it. So anyway, here's the letter. Dear fucktard, I'm self-righteous, judgmental, and high-minded because sex work is not my thing. Fuck you, sour dick prostitute's plaything. There are two types in sex work, tricks and whores. Excuse fucking me if I don't hold your hand and skip down the fantasy lace road that you choose to blindly follow. And happy birthday to your motherfucking feelings if you don't like it. By the way, those are not candles on that cake. It's dynamite, you ass breath bitch. Now play with it. But oh, I forgot. You like sticks that sizzle and burn, you cum stained, diseased pile of bacteria and bad decisions. Now go rent yourself another party pack $2 toss across whore that cook greasy ass tacos on the first and sell the rest of her kids stamps for Newport's weed and Schlitz malt liquor. That has a permanent mattress prints on her back and 40 funky ass dollars in her sweaty titties, smelling like Victoria's Secrets and broken dreams. Because clearly integrity goes and a cooch with walls is above your pay grade and far from your range of reach. Far from your range of reach, reality, and attainability. Wishing you soap, water, and antibiotics. And then I signed it. Chaos and Anarchy, Nuvi. Hey, Lena. Hey, Shanice. How we doing? I'm just in here reading old letters and talking crap. I started off talking about lies, but I don't even want to get back into that because I've seen a lot of stuff in the past few days that is undoing my brain. I've so been waiting for somebody to see what I saw. And maybe they did and just didn't say it. Hey, Chocolate Cocoa, didn't say it like I didn't say it, but it's been a whole bunch of boondoggle in these YouTube streets for the past few days. And like, I don't get, again, I think that we all have told a lie or two in our day for whatever reason, even if we were kids, chaos and anarchy, right? You know, trying to get out of trouble or just didn't want to hurt somebody. I think we've all told a lie or two. But I'm talking about pathological liars. First of all, if you lie that much, seems like you would be good at it. But the thing is, honey, you don't know that we see you? Like, really? Let's do a replay our way. What's our way, Shanice? And I've been seeing you get fussed at. Why people always messing with you, Shanice? You speak your mind like everybody else. I don't get it. But I don't know. Like I said, it's been a whole lot going on. And that brings me back to people that lie out of fear. Fear of failure, fear of looking dumb in front of others, or fear of defeat. I don't know. Ugh. Ugh. It's been a whole lot. And things I usually, YouTube is my getaway, right? I think that's what it is for most of us. And things don't usually get under my skin. And when they do, I can walk away. But these past few days, it's like that train wreck situation. It's a disaster, but you can't look away. I have been so freaking ill. The stuff I've been seeing has been getting under my skin because the people that engage, I guess that's the thing. I was kind of expecting somebody to say that it was the conversations that were not being had. And, I thought to myself at one point, maybe I just need to be a little more vocal on YouTube, but that's not my thing. I don't know, because clearly people take things the wrong way and then you engage in a whole bunch of drama that you just don't have time for. And I live like a person that has something to lose because I do. When I first came out here, doxing was the thing that people were talking about a lot, and I didn't get it. Like, they put people's pictures up, people know what they look like. They call people's jobs, and if you are, reputable worker, you probably have a good rapport with your boss, and they ain't gonna get you fired. and somebody pulling up to your house, how often does that happen? And God bless them if they pull up to Newbyville. But I had to kind of go back and rethink that because I have family members. I found that out, I don't want to say the hard way, but I found that out. I have family members who don't engage here, who have nothing to do with YouTube, know nothing about it, and they don't deserve to be bothered. Hey, ODS, calling your job did nothing. See what I'm saying? You're not a horrible mod, Shanice. You are right with me. But yeah, that whole thing, because when people got to reaching out to my children and my mommy, are you kidding me? And I'm not, they get on me for saying this, but try to understand. I don't consider myself a content creator, or maybe I should say I'm not a YouTuber, because I'm not in this thing for numbers. I don't see it ever being about that. For me, I come here and run my mouth when I feel like it, and then y'all don't see me for a few months. I remember when I first came to the beef sector, I heard doxing was so good. Yeah, I didn't get what that whole thing was about, and like why? Why? How puny do you have to feel that that's your only method of fighting? I think I would have more respect for doxers who dox to pull up, which that's ignorant and overkill, but I don't know. I'm not trying to crap on nobody. I ain't trying to tell nobody how to fight. I'm just saying I don't get it. Much like I got, when dude went off on me about saying that I don't understand sex workers. That's not my thing. I don't get it. And I don't spend a lot of time thinking about it because it's not my thing. So I don't why do I have to figure it out? I don't get it. I just don't. But back to what I was saying, these past couple of days, I've been tempted to be more vocal, but when you sit back and look, people are going to be who they are. They are convinced in their own minds, and it's nothing that you can really tell them. So why even get entangled with all of the badonky when nothing is really going to change? It's going to be a bunch of raised blood pressures and, sweaty foreheads and sore throats at the end of the day. And it's the beef sector, and that's what I don't even know. Somebody asked me on one of my last, what sector are you from? I'm not sure that I'm from a sector. I explained how I got here, same way a lot of us got here through the whole Maddie and Kaya, and it just, kind of went on from there. So this is the algorithm that I'm in, but I'm not here to fight with anybody. I mean, I guess if it came to it and somebody pushed the right button, it will go down. But nobody's pushed that button yet because it just there's also a button that says log the F off when it gets to be too much. So I don't know. And I feel like I'm rambling, but oh, Jesus. I didn't like, and I'll say it, I was so uncomfortable in the den today. I was so uncomfortable that when it was just a whole lot of entitlement, condescension, and straight up nastiness. And it wasn't, again, don't consider myself a YouTuber, content creator, or whatever. I'm pretty much just a subby. And I don't expect to be protected by anybody. If I jump out here getting on people's nerve and getting on in people's faces, they have a right to come at me how they will. I can't sit up and expect somebody to protect me when I'm running around poking down bears. No, bears attack. My Cash App name, Lord, is somewhere. Hold on. There it is. So yeah, that was a bit too much. That was a bit too much. And whether whoever started it, if P started it or if she started, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody after that just got nastiness. They got the fallout of how she was already feeling. And I'm cool with as far as I know, hell, she might not like me. Because that was her. I think 3 different people I heard her say, I never did like you. So I don't know if she liked me, but as far as I know, she fooled me or whatever. But I didn't agree with any of her behavior today. I did not. I did not. And that might get me into some trouble, but bust a move. Hey, Red. Zion, hey. That was a lot. That was a lot. And I know with the heart that Lady Nika has, I know she was uncomfortable and kind of feeling like she was being pulled in a couple of different directions, and it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. And right, like I said, I was, I think I had just about made up my mind that, yeah, let me hit the link and see if I can kind of, you know, help her make some of this make sense. But when baby Bree got up there and got cut in half like that, I knew, let me just stay right on down in my seat. Let me sit back in my pew and fan myself and stare at the deacon's legs, because, honey, this ain't it. That was too much. That was too much. And I don't mean that from a bad place. That was, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up. That's what I'm going to do. How are you all doing this evening? So, and I think I'm going to get out of here in a minute, but the link is pinned if anybody want to come up. It's just, yeah, that was a whole lot. And, you know, I've been dealing with some entitlement from my children. So maybe that touched a nerve. Maybe it was me, because that touched a nerve. The 2 pet peeves of mine, and I know it's my business and my issue and whatever else. What has happened? Yes, it did, Chocolate Cocoa. And then somebody turned around, and I think Lady Nika got flagged for harassment and bullying. And whoever done it had the audacity to type it under the video. If you can't control your people, I can't. Some nonsense. I wonder who the hell that was. You know, too much. Too much. But entitlement and passive aggressive behavior are 2 things that get under my skin quicker than anything else. And it's been a whole lot of that going on. I'm not even going. Yeah, I ain't going. I ain't going. But question, are we back to wondering who took the spaceship down, or do we know? Or do we think we know? And at this point, it's back up and running and things are going well, but a scar is a scar. And if people didn't see that that was not the conversation to have with Sorrow today, I just don't even know what. There was no way that she was going to see light in that at all. See? Just damn, shutting up is wonderful most of the time. Hey, Toya, just Blaze. If you can't control your panel, Google will control it for you. Is that what it said? That's too much. And why? I really wonder, or do I, who done that? It was disrespectful. There was a sense of entitlement, passive. Yes, yes, absolutely. Often wonder if it's right. I want to believe that, hey, Spam, the people on here that really act up are pretending. I said that before, that I viewed this sector, and I can only speak on this sector because this is where I always am. When other things that I watch on YouTube, it's not a whole bunch of engagement. I watch uploads, different stuff like that. But as far as engaging with the people, I'm only ever here. I don't know anything about the black sector. I don't even know who is a black sector and this other sector that they're talking about now. Mo, is it Mo 3 or Mo? Them. I don't know who's who. So all I know is the beef sector. So that's all I can speak on. But I've said it a million times. I view it like Fantasy Island. If any of you are familiar with that show, people got to live out their dreams for however long that vacation was, the weekend or whatever. They got to be whoever they wanted to be, and that's kind of how I look at this, because we can sit here and say we're whoever and behave however, but it's not necessarily who we are, and myself included, because I'm a lot nicer on YouTube than I am in my actual life. And that's for a very pointed reason, because I get sick of barking orders and fussing and going back and forth with the people that work for me and my kids and my husband. But don't tell them I said that. But yeah, I don't want to do that here. I got enough of that out here. So here I get to be, newbie so nice. I love it. So on the one hand, if this is who, if this is all they have, why take it from them? Let them have it. What is it really going to hurt? On the other hand, if this is how they are in their actual lives, wouldn't you like to be a fly on the wall to just watch a day in the life of some of these people? That live was, it was something. Can be anyone. Yeah, it could be anyone flagging the video. That's just too far. If you don't like it, go away. Go away. One of the first things I ever got called on here was boring, and I probably am, because excitement is, in these parts for most people is beef and drama, and I don't really engage. So I know I bore the hell out of a lot of people. You see, it's only 16 people here, but I'm cool with that. Whoever listening, if you get something from it, good deal. If not, see you next time. See how easy that is? We ain't got to throw bricks and call police and all this. Are you kidding me? And that's another thing. See, I'm not telling people how to fight. I just don't understand how it gets as far as what's the end game on some of these things. All the CPS calling. I told y'all before, I do believe there was a point when I was a target. People were calling CPS on me. It got so I could tell who called by what the allegation was. And they cannot tell you. They never tell you. My kids were never taken. And it got so bad that the superintendent over the whole county, who was at the desk at that point, she didn't even do home visits, she came to my house because she wanted to see. And that time the allegation was that I wasn't feeding the kids, that they were going to school hungry. Sidebar, my family to this day calls me Baby Walmart, because if they're out of anything, they know 9 times out of 10, I have it. I stockpile. Always have. When the pandemic broke out and people were panicking, I was set. I didn't even have to go to the store. I had 11 children. I bulk shop, always have, probably always will, because I still cook like I'm cooking for an army, and it's only 3 of us here now. But anywho, the lady came to my house, and she, they have to do the walkthrough, show up where the kids sleep, this, that, and the third. And when we got to my pantry, she said, Miss Newby, as long as I have this job, I don't care if the president of the United States calls on you, we will not be back. This is way too much. Taxpayers' money being wasted, and this is me talking now. And if they, by chance, take the kids, because sometimes a good parent can get caught slipping. Who is that hurting? It's hurting nobody but that kid. Because technically, if the mom or the dad, whatever, the parents ain't shit parents, are they really gonna care? Or did you just do them a favor? Free daycare, woo woo. So who's getting hurt in that scenario? And every foster parent is not in it to care. Some of them are just in it for money. You remain emotionally detached. You have to some level, but we human. That, I hear that a lot over here. This the beef sector, leave your feelings at the door. I'm a person. Hell, trauma lives in the body. Triggers are everywhere. There are certain odors that trigger bad memories. I mean, what the hell? Are we human? But, and see, I was told that I was it flip-flop or double mind? One of the two, because I really don't go in for the whole roasting people's kids. I just don't. But again, I don't tell people how to fight. But technically, if that's what you're doing, like, Shanice, I don't even know if you had kids, but if me and you get mad at each other and I say, Shanice, kids, bald head, her kids are not going to hear that. That's still me and her fighting. Those are words. Unless it gets outrageous, talking under children's clothes, and then it becomes a thing of, why did that thought jump in your mind? Like, what the hell? You know what I mean? I don't even want to give no examples on that one, because that's a whole other thing. Okay, Shanice. But words are different. When you start affecting people in their real life, that's a bit much. And for what? What is your end goal? Like, what did you win? I look at some of the things people are so proud of. My best day was when I snatched somebody's something. Really? That was your best day? One of my best days was when I retired and knew that I never had to work again unless I wanted to, and that I was taken care of. And I'm not rich. I'm okay. I ain't hungry, but I ain't rich. One of my best days was each time I delivered a baby, the day I got married, the day my son graduated from college. Those are some of my proudest moments. I don't know. Call me weird. I don't have a proudest YouTube moment. I don't have a YouTube goal that I want to accomplish. And again, I'm not crapping on anybody, because this is all they have. By golly, let them have it. But I think some of us could afford to adjust our thinking a little bit. That's all I'm saying. When I don't know, I can't even gather my thoughts completely on that. I just know that's way too much. It's just been way too much going on. And I have been enjoying Miss Kwani's commentary these past few days. I mean, I always do. But she's been hitting some points. Some of the things that I thought about that I was wondering, is anybody else seeing what I'm seeing? Kwani did. So I've been, yeah. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about her. I was going to go live earlier and see. I had something to talk about then, but I forgot because I looked when I opened my device. Kwani was live, so I had to go watch her. So it's Kwani's fault I'm here rambling. Joking. Oh, but yeah, it's been a lot and not enough at the same time. Ain't that something? It really have. And hey, Lady Nika. Today was very draining. Telling. I just wanted to drop in. All right, I got it. Okay. Yeah. That it was a lot, Lady Nika. And I felt I could feel you that whole time. I could. But get you some rest, baby. We can do this any old time. You get some rest. You in my thoughts and prayers. Let me go up. I think I'm missing some comments here. No, I think I got everybody. But yeah, it's been a whole lot. And I don't really have anybody here that I dislike, but it's certain there's some people that I don't quite view them the same anymore. And I suppose that does not matter to them. It shouldn't, because it wouldn't matter if it was the other way around, not really. But my main thing, again, do you know that people can see you? But that's the thing about a liar, isn't it? They become convinced in their own mind. That's sociopathic behavior. It's high-minded behavior to think that you can do that. I think that's my issue with lying, thinking you can just shovel me any old kind of bull crap and I'm just supposed to accept it and receive it. Hey, LeBron. And that's the thing. Some of these people, they've been lying so long, you think they'd be better at it. We deserve better lies than the ones we've been getting for the past few days. I tell you that. Y'all can come up with something better than that. Like, damn, you ain't even try. And do you notice the people that don't want to answer questions are the ones that are full of questions? Where are you from? I don't really talk about that's I don't see. Well, I was over, but nah. And then where you from? Where your mama from? What you wearing? Where you going? How you doing? No. That almost made me throw a break. Like, if y'all answer another motherfucking question, I'm gonna shut up, y'all. I'm just venting before my YouTube family. Yeah, the link is pinned because I have a hell of a time dropping it. I don't know what my problem is, but I could never get that link to drop. I'll try, but it's up. It's pinned at the top. Nope, it won't ever do. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. To me, it wasn't dropping the link for me. It was everything else. Also, I don't think Lady Deacon ODS had any malice. I don't either. I didn't hear. He didn't sound. ODS did not sound. What was the word? and I'm not beating up on nobody. I'm just giving it from my perspective. He wasn't any different than he ever is. He always throw a little shade, but it's fun shade. Um, no, you cannot be the only person being heard. That's it. That wasn't any of that fair. That it just wasn't fair. It wasn't. And who else went up there? Miss Coolin. I don't know her all that well, but I didn't hear any contempt coming out of her either. I didn't. And then poor Bree Bree. Poor Bree Bree just got the front end of like I'm over this shit. Fuck all of y'all. Poor Bree. And I'm telling you, I was just about to go up there. Like maybe I can say it in a way where she will understand that they're not coming at her. And I'm not talking about Pizarro. That's a whole nother matter. But after Bree, I said, oh, let me sit my pale ass right down here. I bruise easy. I ain't going up there. Shawnees, did you try to link and it didn't work, or you can't? It's not working? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, when you can't see but you refuse to wear your glasses. That's what's going on. Okay, try that. Hey, Miss Ray. We just over here rambling. If y'all can get, if the link works this time, feel free to join the live stream, honey, because I'm about out of air. Just going over all of this in my mind. And see, you got to know how I feel about Lady Nigga, because I don't, this is my first time ever even talking about beef sector anything, I think. Yeah, on my little channel. I usually come on here, run my mouth about newbie things and go on back about my way. But this bothered me. It bothered me. But Lady Nick, I'm gonna tell you something. If you still in here, if not, the rest of y'all can catch it. My best good friend in my real life, I call her CeeLo. CeeLo would happily wrestle a bear to protect me. But because I'm CeeLo's friend, I would never put her in a position where she had to face off with a bear. Because I protect her too. And that's all I got to say about that. DS just seemed to be on 10 regarding the energy he greets you with. I would be taken aback, but not in a bad way. You just have to fill it out and see. Zion, the thing is, when I know it's not me, I'm not so quick to get offended. Do you notice, like I used to be, Facebook, I think MySpace, Facebook, one of those, was my first where I would, put different posts up. And what I used to do on Facebook is what YouTube world would call throwing subliminals. I would say some hot crap, but I wouldn't put a name in it. I would make it very vague. That way, if it don't apply, if it don't belong to you, don't pick it up. But it was always the person that I was talking to that would be the first one to comment, "What's wrong? Who messing with you? Are we all right?" If you have to ask me, are we all right? Because see, again, me and CeeLo, when I don't hear from her, I think she acting stank. I don't call her like, "CeeLo, did I do something wrong?" Because I know I didn't do nothing wrong. I call her, "What the hell wrong with you? Where you been?" Pick up a phone and holler at me sometime. Yeah. But when you know that your hands look dirty, you approach that differently. See how that works? That link don't work either. It's taking me to the well. Hell, I just don't know what else to do. That might be my sign to shut my mouth and go in here and lay my body down. Cause what time is it? It's 1:13 my time. I gotta be on the highway at 5 o'clock. I don't know if any of you all were at Lady Niggas when my driver took my truck off route and I went flying down. See, we training a new driver. We got rid of him. So we trained a new driver. And I don't like all the moving around that I have to do, to be perfectly honest. He gonna have to get in the truck with somebody else till he get comfortable enough to get out there by himself. Good strong worker, but he's second guessing himself. I know he can do it. He's just nervous about doing it alone. And so I'm just having to be way too hands-on, and I don't like that. Because this whole, I don't know if y'all know this whole truck situation. This is Mr. Stuff. I am retired from my profession. I'm done. This is me helping him out. It don't feel very retired to me. So anyway, I appreciate my lab techs, all my moderators in here helping me out. We're going to figure this thing out sooner or later, and we'll get it together. Right now, I know it's user error. I keep blaming the device, but I know it's me. Don't judge me. And I definitely appreciate everybody coming to hear what I had to say. I hope that y'all took something from it. You all have been in the lab with the mad scientist with her pen and pad. Learn things.